Oh, of course. All right. Well, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Dillbrew and the Squid podcast. How is everybody doing today? Dill, I'm going to start with you, actually. How are you doing today, my guy?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's dope, bro.
Yep.
How's your week been? Like, it's been a minute since we've actually, like, sat down and talked. So, like, what's new? What's been going on?
What has been going on? Well, I go to school, and I do homework, and I go to work.
Yeah, so for you, it's just normal. You know, your everyday shit.
Yeah, nothing, crazy.
Yeah, bro, I mean, that's basically all I've been doing all week. It's just, like, working. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's great money, $20 an hour, but, like, it's tough, bro. Like, for real, like, you want to know what I did all day today?
Right?
I felt like it. That's for damn sure. I definitely felt like crying, bro. So, me and my grandfather were planning to make a trip to the recycling plant so that we can make some money off of the copper wire and shit we got. But,
Yeah.
like, it turns out, like, we were planning to do this yesterday. So we were going to do it tomorrow, but yesterday and today we started packing up the trailer, right? He
Yeah.
calls the people and they're like, "Oh, we have 32 different types of copper." And he goes, "So what does that mean?" And the lady basically told him, "So it means you got to separate it all out and then we can give you the best price. Otherwise, we're going to charge you more because we have to separate it ourselves." Well, my grandfather, being the cheapskate motherfucker he is, looks me dead in the face and goes, "You heard the lady." So, most of my day-to-day consisted of me going through fucking boxes of copper wire, separating them into fucking 8 different piles.
Jesus.
Yeah, bro. I did not know that I knew so much about copper wire. I really did not understand that. But by the end of today, I understood that I know a lot more about wires than I do anything else. Like, I went through 3 of those motherfucking boxes, bro, out of fucking 7. And, like, they're not small boxes, bro. Like, they're like, these boxes, they stand like just to where my chin is. And
Right.
like, they're wider than I am, you know? Like, it's rough, bro. Like, it was definitely not the greatest situation, but I mean, we got it done. That those 3 boxes got done. That's all that matters.
Right.
Well, shit, bro. We were supposed to have Ben on again, like last time.
Well, where's he?
Motherfucker fell asleep.
Well, wake him up.
Yeah, okay. You understand that it's not freshman year anymore. I math desk into his ass and wake him up, right? Okay, so for people listening, our buddy Cat Blunts, or Ben, as most people know him because that's just how we know him, he's got narcolepsy. So basically, he falls asleep at random points. His body will not allow him to stay awake. It basically shuts down, causes him to fall asleep. When I met Ben, he was in the grade above me and Dill. So uh he got held back in math and science because those were the classes that he ended up falling asleep in most. And he was in both of those classes for me. So every time I had a class with him, it was the moment he fell asleep, I would wake him up. easiest way to wake that kid up is to make him think that there's an earthquake happening. And it's kind of hard to make a dude that's about 200 fucking pounds feel like there's an earthquake when you weigh 95. Okay. So my best bet was to legitimately throw myself in my desk backwards into his. Now, our math teacher, this man, I love him to death. Great guy. But he straight gave me the okay to do whatever I possibly could to wake Ben up. Now, that meant throwing water on him, like literally kicking him in the head. Like, it didn't matter. Like, as long as he woke up, my mans did not give a fuck. So, and don't get me wrong, there were multiple points where I didn't even realize he was asleep, and there would be a fucking eraser going flying past my head at Mach 12 to hit Ben. So, like, it was kind of nuts. But yeah, so basically, the reason that he graduated high school is because of me. The reason I graduated high school is because of my girlfriend, because by that time I was already done with math and science. I had already done 4 fucking years. At least that's how I saw it. Because for 2 years, I did my math and science and Ben's math and science. So it was kind of tough.
Wow.
Yeah, bro, like, good times, dude. High school it was something, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
Bullshit, you don't remember. There are so many stupid fucking things you and me personally, like, whether we were with somebody else or in a group of people or just you and me, we were doing stupid shit, bro.
Right. Well,
Like, for
maybe.
instance, you can go onto my personal channel. It is literally sitting up on the screen right now. CRTC Squid King. It's my personal channel. I honestly don't really post anything on it, but that's besides the point. There's a video still up of me doing this fucking nasty smoothie challenge. Literally a week before you, me, Zach, and Kyron did it.
Wait, that video exists?
The one of all 4 of us, I don't ever know if it got posted. No, you know what? It did. I know it got posted, but Zach ended up deleting it because he was the only one with the footage. He ended up deleting it after all the bullshit between me and him happened, but that's besides the point. Yeah, there's a video of me doing the nasty smoothie challenge with him a week before all 4 of us did it. Now, for those of you who haven't seen that video, that is literally the dumbest fucking thing that we did. Like, we all thought we were being funny, bro. Like, Dill, just tell the people what you ended up putting in your smoothie.
That didn't happen.
Bullshit, it didn't happen. It is on camera. It exists. I will go
Where?
fucking I will fucking text that kid right now. I haven't talked to him in months, okay? But I will text him right now to go find that shit, okay? And be like, listen, I just need you to send it to me. I'm gonna just repost one specific clip. And that clip, you know what that clip is gonna be? It's gonna be a fucking clip of you putting a half a bottle of fucking NyQuil in a smoothie. Thinking, and here's why I say we all thought we were funny, okay? So, we all thought, oh, okay, here's how this is going to go. We're all going to pick numbers out of a hat. Whatever numbers we get, those are going to be the ingredients. But we all got to choose an ingredient, right? So I chose spicy. Like, that was basically the theme that I had in my head. Everybody else chose something different. And then out of nowhere, Dylan comes down the hallway. And we're like, what the fuck? Kid's got a fucking bottle of NyQuil. Okay. And we're all sitting there looking at him going, this can't be a good idea. Like, there's no way that this is a good idea. And then fucking Zach looked at me and he goes, dude, content. And I went, yeah, you're right. This is perfect. Well, fucking We make the smoothies, and then we throw numbers into my hat. We shake them up, and we put numbers under each cup. We all ended up drawing the numbers out of my hat, but all of those numbers ended up being our smoothies that we made. I ended up getting the super spicy smoothie. Dill ended up getting the NyQuil smoothie. Fucking, by the end of it, there are so many memorable quotes that I have personally from that video. One of them is mm-mm, 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 and then vomiting sounds, because that's what happened. I fucking puked because that shit hit my throat and it started burning so fucking bad that literally the only thing that could cool it was my stomach acid. I swear to God. Like, it was terrible. I will never forget that shit too, because I still, like, just thinking about it, I can taste it. And like that's the worst part. Is like cuz that, like, it wasn't even really like the fact that it was spicy or like that I threw up. The worst part about it was that it tasted so fucking bad and then it came back up. Like, that fucking sucked, dude. But one thing I do want to do is next time you're here, I want to set up an IRL video. You, me, Ben, and who knows, maybe we can get fucking EXO or fucking Warlord in here, or Daniel. Fucking. And I want to recreate that shit. Minus the NyQuil. Minus the NyQuil.
Yeah, I
But,
don't wanna. I don't wanna get stuck with a NyQuil again.
bro, I remember that night you had play practice.
That's
And
right.
and like we were all trying to like rush the video. We were trying to be as fast as we could because we knew you had play practice and we were all going to walk you to the school and just kind of go chill. But then we all decided not to hang out because we had realized what had happened. You had gotten so fucked up off of the NyQuil that we were terrified you were going to get caught because you were at a school function and we were the ones who basically fed it to you. Like, oh, dude. And like the stupid shit we would do, man. Like we would sneak out of fucking Zach's house at like 3 a.m. and shit and just go wander town. Like, dude,
Yeah, fucking.
I have a clip somewhere. I'll have to try to find it. If I can find it, I'll post it. Because it's funny as fuck. It's you and me going back and forth. I'm doing Cartman's voice and you're doing Mr. Garrison, and we're just fucking going back and forth at each other. And we're just walking down the street in the middle of the fucking night.
That sounds about right.
Dude, do you remember where we ended up chilling?
Was it over there by Michael's house?
No. So we left at 2 a.m. When we got to our destination, it was about 2:15.
Yeah.
Then we stayed there until about 6 a.m., bro. We sat at the fucking K's, like, dock. We all hopped up on that fucking dock and sat there and screamed South Park fucking quotes at each other.
I remember that. Yeah.
Dude, I'm saying though, like some of the shit we all did when we were in high school, like I will never forget that shit. And it was some of the best times of my life. But at the same time, the rest of high school sucked major donkey dick.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
There was some good parts, but
well, yeah, don't get me wrong, there were always good parts to any story, but at the same time, there's always the shitty ending, you know? Well, fucking,
damn.
if you remember our sophomore year, I might have told you about this, but I had the principal and the counselor walk up to me and ask if I was new. On God, bro. They asked if I was a new kid. I looked at them and I was like, I have been here since 7th grade. I am a
Jesus.
sophomore. I am in 10th grade. Like, that's a solid 3 fucking years at least. And you
Yeah.
don't know me? I looked at the principal and I was like, bro, you were the principal of the middle school too at the time. Where the fuck were you?
That explains why I didn't get in trouble that day. The principal was just trying to remember who I was. He's like, "Yeah, sure thing. Was it
Yeah, for
Michael?"
real. Yeah, there you go. My name is Michael Hatfield.
Yeah.
Bruh, that would have been so funny.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what's funny though? I could have gotten away with calling myself Chris Martinez so much.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Like, I could have
They
gotten that
really
kid
did
into
do that.
so much shit, bro. But I never
Poor
did.
kid.
I should have, though. Definitely should have. He had it coming. Besides the point, uh, no, dude, there were so many, like, really fucking funny times and shit. Like, high school was a trip. But, like, yeah, there were some really stupid, like, times. For sure. Like, my sophomore year was the biggest fucking trip of my life, bro. And, like, I don't know about you, but, like, I know there's a couple people that we know that we went to school with that definitely feel the same way.
Explain.
So, like, for me, there was just a lot of weird shit going on sophomore year. Like, I was getting together with fucking Emma, and it took her 7 goddamn months to say yes to me, which had never happened before to me. So that was weird. Then there was I was going through a weird emo phase, which ugh, I don't want to talk about. Then we had just all the weird like connections that were dropped or made, you know? Like sophomore year was when I started getting closer to Will,
Yeah.
which in everybody else's eyes made no fucking sense. Which I mean,
I
to be
didn't.
fair, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Kid is as straight edge as a fucking ruler. Fucking, I am the bad kid from the city who moved here to corrupt people. He's the fucking small town kid who grew up in a fucking church who his whole family expects him to be the golden child and shit like that, you know? So, like, it was literally like we were complete opposites, bro. And I mean, it's not like the whole like opposites attract type thing because that's definitely not what it was. What it was is we had some similarities that caused some sort of friendship. And I guess somewhere along the line, that friendship disappeared. But besides the point, like it's kind of like how you and me became friends. Like you and me became friends in the dumbest fucking way possible. Like to most people, if they were in the same situation, it would not have went down that way. It wouldn't have been a I just almost beat the ever living shit out of this poor little chubby kid. Maybe I should try to be nice and maybe make friends. No, it would have been I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm smashing your face through that fucking locker. Like that's just how most people are.
Yeah.
So like yeah, dude, like I guess I make like friendships and connections in like really weird ways. But I think that's just because I'm like
Some of
really
my
fucking
best friends I
antisocial.
met by hating the shit out of them.
Well, yeah. I mean, dude, like still to this day, like I don't think you and me ever actually threw hands, but like I still want to. Like and I mean, trust me, I know how it would turn out because from when we first met to now, like when we first met, bro, I wasn't a black belt yet.
Yeah.
So like I didn't know what I know now. There's a lot of shit that I know now that you would see and just be like, I didn't know that was possible. Like, that's a thing. You can do that. Like, legally, you can do that shit. Like, it's. I know how it would go, But at the same time, like, I think there have been a couple times where actually it wasn't necessarily like we sat and like brawled it out just to see what would happen or anything, which I have done with some of my friends. But like, it was more of a, like, kids do the whole like kid farts, you say doorknob and you sit and punch the shit out of them until they touch a doorknob. Like, it was something stupid like that. And I let you swing on me and you hit me in my shoulder. And I'm going to be 100% honest, bro. Out of all the people in this town who have hit me, that's the one I remember. Because it wasn't necessarily like it was like a ton of power or anything. Like, don't get me wrong, bro, you got power. But it was how you placed your hand when you threw the punch. It was like you had done it before, like you had thrown a punch your whole life. And to me, that's exciting. To me, that means, oh, that's a challenge. This man, he gets it, basically. Like, that's how I see it. Now, me, I like pain, so like it's a little different. But I remember I remember when I hit you in the same fucking spot, and you couldn't move you couldn't move your arm. I think it was like an hour before you were able to like actually move your arm fully or some shit. Like, I remember I accidentally dead armed you. I wasn't trying to place directly in that dead arm spot, but that's exactly where I hit. And dude, I remember like our group of friends, dude, we did some of the dumbest shit to each other. Like, I remember on your birthday, your stepbrother, I think he swung on you. I think you made a joke or something at him, and we were all hanging out on your trampoline, and he swung on you, and I heard the contact, and I don't think he hit you in the face or anything. I think he might have just tackled you or something, and maybe it was just him like making contact with you in general. But either way, you guys like you made contact in a physical manner, and I snapped. Because to me it was like, bruh, it's his fucking birthday. What the hell are you doing? So I jumped up on that fucking trampoline and I hit your stepbrother right in the fucking kidney. And dude, he pissed blood. Like, that's on God. Like, he said, oh God, I'm gonna piss blood. And then the next day he called me and said, yeah, I pissed blood.